Happy Tuesday. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for joining. My name is Kelly Wentworth. I am a Stampin' Up demonstrator from Kennebunk, Maine. I want to thank you for joining. When you pop on, make sure you say hello. Let us know you're there so we can say hi. And if you're new to my group, make sure you let us know that as well so we can welcome you. Hey ladies. Hi Ann. Hi Sharon. How you doing? Lisa. Hello Lisa. How are you? Hi Leslie, thank you for joining. Welcome back. You must have had fun. You came back. That's awesome. Karen, how are you, girl? So Karen, you saw a coyote down the street here? Is that what I saw? Thank you for joining, ladies. Just a reminder, don't forget to share the video on your feed. And once you share the video, just comment that you shared so you can be in the drawing. I appreciate that. It helps me out a lot. Oh, it was on your road, Karen? Well, you mentioned your road, and then you mentioned Luke's reel. So I wasn't like, did he take off or something? I'm doing good, Sharon. Thank you for asking. Doing really well. Been spending a lot of time poolside. It's been so warm, but it's been really nice. Really nice. Floating in the pool and spending time with my grandchildren. Lots of fun. My favorite thing to do in the summertime. I love the beach too, though. I grew up in Old Orchard, so I'm a beach girl, but I love my pool. So, hey Kim, thanks for joining. Kim and Kim, the Kims have arrived. Thank you, ladies, both of you. Speaking of Kim Shoebottom, I wanted to share, and I'm going to share, she gave me a little gift, and I want to share that with you. So when I go flip the camera, I'm going to show you a gift that she made for me. So, Kathy, hello. How are you? Good to see you. Vicky, thank you for joining. Good to see you, ladies. Your sound is messed up, Leslie. Sometimes if you go out and come back in, it helps. I don't know if it's that, but you may want to try that. Yes, Karen, my hair is growing again. And I have it up a lot, so when it's down, people don't see it down as often as they do up, probably. But it is getting long again. I know the last time I went and had it cut, which was a while ago, I had 4 or 6 inches cut, and it seems to be, I don't know what's going on, if it's just my age or what, but it just seems to be growing fast. You are busy, Kathy. I see you're on the go all the time. Definitely. Okay, so we're going to get started. We'll take care of some business first. Okay, so this is, I have to share this adorable gift that I got from Kim Shoe Bottom. She's on my team. And this is using the Peach Suite, I believe, right, Kim? This is the Peach Suite. It happens to be a set I don't have, believe it or not. And you can get these jars as part of the suite of products. And she put these delicious little treats in there. Isn't that cute? And the top, look at that. I love this. I keep it right on my desk here. So thank you again, Kim, for this beautiful gift. I love it. Nice job. Hi, Cynthia. Thank you for joining. Okay, so couple things, business things. So let's get so first of all, Stampin' Up announced free shipping 1 day only, and this is on June 24th, which is Thursday. Is that right? Because today, yes, today's the 22nd. So you get 1 day, and Stampin' Up does this periodically, but not really often. So this is a great opportunity to, if you have a wish list going, if you have things on your list that you've been wanting to get, this can save you some money. You need a minimum order of $50 or more to be eligible, and you will get free shipping on your entire order. The only exception on this are paper pumpkin kits. Those are excluded from that. But free shipping day is a great day to stock up. So again, if you have things on your list and you've been thinking about placing an order, now is the time to do that on Thursday and save yourself some money. And just as a reminder, here is my June host code right here. If you place an order in my online store, and if you do it for the sale, and it's under $150, please use this host code. It helps me out a lot. But if your order is over $150, do not use this code. You get the hostess benefits yourself. So just a reminder on that. But this is a great opportunity to save some money on your supplies. And then look at this. The mini catalog is on the horizon. We now call this, it used to be called the holiday catalog. It's now, because it's technically July to the end of the year. They now call it the mini catalog. But Stampin' Up did announce, I think probably maybe 6 weeks ago or longer, the mini catalog is going to be delayed 1 month, and so is Celebration. So even though it says on this flyer July to December, it's actually going live on August 3rd for customers. Stampin' Up demonstrators, your version is online now. If you haven't looked on your website, you can certainly get a sneak peek. They posted that today. So that's a benefit of being a Stampin' Up demonstrator, is getting that sneak peek. So if you were thinking about joining Stampin' Up and you want to be even a hobby demonstrator or a discount shopper to get the discount, you can send me a note and I'd be happy to have you be part of my team. Would love to have that. It's a great way to get your supplies at a discount. So, so the mini catalog is going to be going live on August 3rd, as is Celebration. So Celebration was supposed to be July and August. They also moved that out, and that's because of availability of products. They were concerned because of the COVID challenges and everything. This was, they announced this almost 2 months ago. So they are moving those two releases out 1 month. So both of them will be available in August. So right around the horizon. So very exciting. Okay, let's see. Hi, Diane. Thank you for joining. Yep, I see your comments. Thank you. So last week, for sharing my video, these are the cards that I made last week. Had a lot of fun with this class last week. And the winner of last week's drawing is June Hill. And I don't know, is June on? I don't think I saw her. If she pops on, make sure you let her know, if I don't catch her, that she won these cards for last week. So I will get those to her. And this week, I am giving away this delightfully detailed Memories and More pack. Remember the Memories and More packs? This was open but not really used. I may have used 1 or 2 pieces out of it. I don't know, but there's so many card bases. They're double-sided. There's stickers in here. Look at the stickers that you can use to embellish your cards. Just a note. I'm so sorry. Layers to put layers on your cards. These are a lot of fun. These Memory and More kits for $10 are a steal. And then these are double-sided. Put your phone down. That's funny. Okay, so lots of different designs, card bases, card layers. So for sharing my video tonight, you will go in the drawing to win this packet of Memories and More pack, okay? Make sure you comment that you shared. I don't know if she is on. June is usually here, so I'm not sure that I saw her. Oh, thank you for tagging her, Anne. Thank you. You know her too, right? Hey, Luann. Thank you for joining. Okay, so we're going to get started. I posted earlier in the week that I would be doing the alcohol technique tonight. Now, I had a couple of people, and I don't remember who you were, mention it one night during a card class not that long ago, that you wanted the to learn a little bit more about the alcohol technique. Now, quite a while ago, several months ago, I did the polished stone technique, which is different. That was using inkers, re-inkers, and I using a cotton ball. But the alcohol technique, you need to have rubbing alcohol, obviously, and you need to have 91% or greater isopropyl rubbing alcohol. And if you use, like I had 70, if you use 70, it doesn't really move the ink. It doesn't really do the technique the way it's supposed to. So if you have 70%, it probably will not work for you. So I highly recommend 91% or greater. I'll be honest with you, I've been out in the stores in the last week since I started playing with this, and I could not find 100% anywhere, but I found 90% everywhere. So, you know, you can get the 91%, and the 91% works, and that's what I'm going to be using tonight. Okay? And what I'm going to do, now I started playing with this this past week, and I've had so much fun playing with this. The other tools I'm going to be using are Vellum Cardstock. We have the best Vellum Cardstock. This is what the package looks like. It comes in 8.5 by 11. You get a package of 20 sheets, and I'm not really sure. I don't remember how much the price is. I didn't double check that, but it's a very reasonable price, and vellum is such a great asset in your craft room. So I'm going to be using the vellum pieces, and what I did is I've cut up some pieces, because this is how I started. What I started doing is I just cut up some pieces and I started playing. The other thing you're going to need, and I'm going to show you different things that I did. So you have options, okay? And we're going to do some of them tonight so you can kind of see and see what you like about maybe some variances, maybe some different options, because the looks can vary depending on what you do. So you're going to need some blends. And the first one I'm going to be using is Mossy Meadow Dark, Fresh Freesia Dark, and Cherry Cobbler Dark. So now the other thing is I have this little cup and I put my alcohol in there, okay, as one option. So I'm going to put a little bit in there. Now, if you have questions, ladies, please don't hesitate to ask, and I will be trying to watch the messages, the comments, to see if I can catch your questions, because I want to try to answer questions if you have any, okay? The other thing I'm going to be, another tool I'm going to be using is a paintbrush. And this is just one that I had here in my stash. I will say that this one is a kind of a soft bristle. You want one that's, you know, soft. To me, that worked better. I had one that was a really cheaper one, and to me, it was more difficult. So just make sure the brush has a little bit of give to it. I'm also going to be using one of our aqua painters, and I'm only going to be, not with the water in it, but just with the brush tip, because this is another way that you can approach it. If you don't have a paintbrush and you want to use a brush version, you can do that with your aqua painter. Use that. I'll also be using an eyedropper. This is another option that I use to try different things. So I'm going to try that version for you. I also used one of our Stampin' Up Spritzers. You've seen me use this in the past with water. This one has the 91% alcohol in it, and it's like a spritzer, so we'll try that version and you'll see how that works. I've also used bigger versions of a spritzer. So I tried different things while I was playing because I wanted to get a good feel for it. And I also used a smaller version of a spritzer. The last thing I also used was, what do you call this? For the babies. And I'll show you how I use that as well. Okay? So let's get started. I'm gonna take my, now the other thing I will say about using blends is it probably will work better. I'm using all dark blends. I'm not using any of the lighter ones. To me, the darker shades show up better. But at the end, when I'm done showing you some samples and some, just demonstrating some of these different ways that you can do this, I'm going to show you some of my cards that I made, okay? Darker shades, I think, work better. So all you're going to do is you're going to take, and I'm using the brush end, and again, I'm using, and I have not done this series of colors. So this one is Cherry Cobbler. And now I'm going to use dark Mossy Meadow. And the idea is to fill it up as much as being complete as you can. And then this one, I thought I'd try Fresh Freesia Dark. Okay. This is a little bit lighter than the other two. And you don't have to, there's no rhyme or reason on how you do the coloring in this part here. The whole idea is filling it up and getting it so that it spreads once you place the alcohol on it. Okay, so there you go. So those are the 3 colors, and it looks like a hot mess right now. But so the first thing I'm going to try, I'm going to show you is the paintbrush. Okay, so you're going to bring in your alcohol, and the other thing is I would have paper towel handy, because if you're using the paintbrush, how I did it is I'm going to do 1 color at a time. And the whole idea, I'm going to go with the green first, okay? And I'm tapping. Now, do you see what the alcohol is doing? Do you see how it's spreading? And I'm tap, 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 tap. I'm not rubbing it and I'm not dragging it, okay? I'm tapping. Tap, tap, tap. Do you see how it's spreading? Is that showing up good on the camera, I hope? And you can go back and you can add more alcohol. Okay, so that's the green. Now I'm going to rub, what I'm doing is I'm just cleaning my brush off, wiping it off on my paper towel. And now I'm going to go in and I'm going to do the red, the cherry cobbler. Are you all what? You guys are quiet. Is it showing up good on camera, I hope? And do you see how it's just kind of spreading there? Hey, Melanie. Okay, and now we're going to go with the fresh freesia. Now, you see how this one is running quite a bit, right? So one of the things that you can do is you can use this. And do you see how it's moving the ink around? This is what this is for, to kind of mix this all up. And then, like I said, if you want to come back in, you can add more. And I'm kind of blowing it around. So what are you thinking so far? Now you can use that. The other thing you can do is you can use your heat gun. All right. Now, another thing that you can do, and let me just get my, hang on, I'm going to get my blocks. So what I was doing when I was playing, I was kind of using some blocks to hold it down. So another thing that you can do is you can take, let me try the Fresh Freesia. And you can do, you can splatter to add more. Do you see that? And if you want to come back, you can even come back in, whoops, with if there's areas that you want it a little bit darker, you can add a little bit more ink. Come back with your brush and then reapply. Okay. You can use this and you can move it around. If you don't want it to wait for it to dry, you can it doesn't really take a long time to dry either. Okay. So I'm doing this at about 4 by 5 and 4 by 5 and a quarter, 4 by 5 and a half, because I will cut it down and I'll show you how I did that at the end. But think about cutting this down and then having this as your background. Okay. So for example, here's an old olive base. Yes, I have a straw. Thank you for reminding me, Kim. I will use that. I also have one. I did try that. But that's how, look, now this is how it would look if you put it up against a card base. Okay? And look at the difference when you pop it on white. Can you see that? Isn't it cool? All right, so we're going to try it a different way. Now I'm going to put this one aside, let that finish drying. It's just about dry. So let me grab another piece. And what we'll do on this one is we will use Granny Apple Green, dark Melon Mambo, and dark Daffodil Delight. Let's try these colors and see what it does, okay? And I'm using the brush end when I color, okay? And we'll do greeny apple green. And now let's throw a little bit of Daffodil Delight in here and see how this one comes out. I have not done these colors, so when I show you my samples after of the cards I made, these colors have not been done. All right. Now on this one, we are going to use my spritz bottle. And this is just a little spritz bottle. I think I got it maybe at Walmart. Now watch this. Okay. Now look at that. Look at that version. See how it's starting to work? Now, you can also come in either with this brush or with your, let's use my, and you can tap. You see it working? Not exactly the same as the other look. But I'm dipping it in the alcohol and just tapping it with the brush. And then I'm just wiping it on my paper towel, and then I'm going in. And you do one color at a time because you don't want to be making a, you know, a hot mess with it by dragging them all together. Okay. Clean my brush, which is what I'm doing over here. You guys can see that. And we'll go in for the green. Hey, June. You won the drawing, June, for the week. See how that's spreading? Well, that went pretty down the side there. See that? All right, now we'll clean it and we're going to do the yellow. What do you guys think so far? You like it? I think it's really cool. Once you start, you want to keep trying different colors, trying different approaches. Now, what do you think of those colors? Now compare it to the first one. Now, another thing that you can do when you're doing this is you can take your Wink of Stella, and let me get my bone folder. Shake your Wink of Stella and make sure you've got some going down into the barrel. And you can flicker Wink of Stella Is that showing up on the camera, I hope? Oh yeah, look at that. We actually haven't been going that long, June. Well, yeah, we have been. So let me see. Can you see that in the camera? Can you see the sparkles? There you go. Look at that. Very, very pretty. You like it, Lisa? There's so many ways that, and they wait till I show you my cards, how pretty they are. And again, when you take this and you put it, trim it down and have it on like the white. Look at the way that look at the vibrancy of the colors. Okay, and then like how it looks when you're putting it. It changes the whole look when you put it on a darker cardstock. Okay, so this one, Granny Apple Green, Melon Mambo, and Daffodil Delight. Okay, do you want me to try another one? Let me get another one here. And I'll show you the straw and the eyedropper approach that you can try, okay? Whoop. All right, so let me get another piece. And we will do, let's see, Night of Navy. This is Cajun Craze. And So Saffron. And you don't have to do 3. You could do 4. You could do 2. Some of the ones I've done, I only used 2. Some I used 3. Some I used 4. All right, so we'll go with Night of Navy. And we'll use Cajun Craze. And we'll use the dark So Saffron. Oh, this one might be too light. This one, even though it's dark, it's a light color. This is why I'm saying the darker colors show up more. But that's okay. We can try it and see. Okay, so on this one, I'm going to clean my alcohol. Hang on. I wanted to empty out my cup and clean it and just put some fresh alcohol in there. So on this one, let's try the eyedropper, okay? And let's... I did this on a couple. Now I'm using my paintbrush. This one has quite a bit. Let me dry that one out a little bit. Look at that one spread. Woohoo! All right, where's my straw? See it moving? The straw works really good too. I got a mess there. Hang on. You're going to want to have your wipes handy. So on this one with the eyedropper, you just want to make sure I used a lot of, you probably want to try to take smaller squeezes to it. Let me get this. There we go. But what you can do, okay, let's do that. Because I can come back in with some more. I actually like the way that bleached out, to be honest with you. Right there, I think that's pretty. And then come in with your brush. Use the straw. Straw works pretty good. All right, so I'm going to clean my brush, and I'm going to go in a little bit with the Cajun Craze here. I hope this is showing up well on the camera for you guys. I'm not sure. Anne, are you trying it? I'm not sure photo paper would work. I think it would be maybe too porous. But if she's trying it, I'd like to know, because I didn't use photo paper. And I didn't use watercolor paper either. I know Anne said she wanted to try some of this. I mean, you could just keep going until you get sort of, you know, the design you're looking for. Like I said, you could use this. This spreads it around as well. And then I noticed over here, the yellow, what I'm noticing on this one is the yellow was too light, even though it was the dark. But the other thing, I mean, you can always come in with a different color. So let me show you. Let's come in, maybe, this is Melon Mambo. Let's try to come in with that. Let me clean my brush and then kind of come in. So this is where the yellow was. So the pink is kind of took over where the yellow was. Okay. So that's that one. And like I said, you can actually come in with, and you can even add, so this is, what is this one? Melon Mambo. And you're just spritzing some ink. And again, put that over white. You would trim this down and have this over white. And look at that. How pretty. Yeah, I mean, it really is just trying different colors out and giving it a whirl. But you can use this spritzer, spritzed it really well. The small spritzer spritzed it well. You can use this one. I'm going to do one more. Do I have a request for colors? You want me to just pick? Yeah, I think this one came out really pretty. And again, you put it over the... Let me get a blue base and show you. So this is on the white. And then look at how it changes when you put it on cardstock. And you'll see in my samples, I generally put, I think on all of them I might have put white underneath and then on cardstock. But isn't that pretty? Okay. I'm going to try one more. And on this one, I'm going to do, let's see. This is Dark Blackberry Bliss. I'm going to do, this one is Dark Flirty Flamingo. And I'm going to throw in a little bit of Granny Apple Green. Okay, so let's try this. And on this one, let's use the Stampin' Up Spritzer. Okay? Let's see how that one comes out. Gonna clean my brush. Use my straw. You can also blow lightly on it. I love the Granny Apple Green. So pretty with this technique. I'm going to put a little bit more over there. And I'm just going to lighten this up a little bit more here. And depending on how you blow, you get the veining. Okay, so there's this one, and here's how it looks on the white, and here's how it looks on the green. So the options are endless. You just have to play with it. You can use any colors you want. Just make sure your alcohol is 91%. Let me show you my samples, some cards I made. Yeah, I didn't do photo paper. I'm surprised that it worked on photo paper. You're talking about like the glossy photo paper? Look at this one. Look how this one came out. So this one, I used Daffodil Delight, Granny Apple Green, Polished Pink, and Bermuda Bay. And I actually put some Winka Stella in that. And when you're cutting this down to go on your top of your card, save your little scraps for the inside because it matches. So there's one. Here's another one. Didn't that come out pretty? And then again, I used the scrap on the inside. And this one I used Bermuda Bay, Polished Pink, Daffodil Delight, and I believe that might be it on that one. Oh, and I put some Winka Stella on that one as well. So that's that one. And then this one, I used Misty Moonlight, Highland Heather, and Old Olive. So Misty Moonlight is the blue, the Old Olive. So that's why I brought the Misty Moonlight colors in. And then again, I use the scrap. When you cut your paper down, use your scraps for the inside, and it matches perfectly. Aren't those pretty? And then here's another one that I don't have done. But again, I want to show you On this one, I used Old Olive, Polished Pink, and Bermuda Bay. So here's how it looks on the white. And here's how it looks. Totally changes the look. Yeah, it really does make a difference when you put it all together. But I wanted to show you, like, just, you know, the differences. So that's that one. And then another one that I was working on. Look at this one. This one is Bermuda Bay, Polished Pink, and Mango Melody. So how pretty is that on the white? And then you can actually put it, this is Coastal Cabana. Even though I use Bermuda Bay, it works. And I have one more that I'm working on to show you. Look at this one. Love this one. So this one is Blackberry Bliss, Bermuda Bay, and Flirty Flamingo. You can see a little bit of the Flirty Flamingo in here. Look at the veining on that one. So they're always going to come out different, but so much fun. And I think I have one more that I'm working on. When I get these done, I'll post them. Oh, this one's really pretty. Look at this one. This one I only used 2 colors, Old Olive and Highland Heather. Now look. So here it is on white. So pretty. Here it is. If you look at you put it directly on, look at the vibrancy of those colors when you put it right on cardstock. That's Highland Heather card base. So you can see the difference. It lightens it up. And then look at this. And that's even a darker color. So you just have to play with it. So much fun. What do you think, guys? I hope I've inspired you to try it, to give it a try. You can't do anything wrong. It's all every card will come out different. You just have to play with it. If you don't like the way the colors come out, you can always re-add your colors. And you know, you can't do anything wrong. So it's very forgiving, and just play with it. Try different things. Try, you know, using the brush. Try using the eyedropper. Try using any of the spritzers I've used. I didn't even use all of them. This one is a bigger spritzer. That worked well too. You know, you can't go wrong to try it out. But I really hope you enjoyed the class. I hope I've inspired you to give it a try. If you do make the cards, make any, put them on my World of Callicraft group page. If you're not a member of that group, please ask to join that group. That's where we share all our inspiration with one another, our card ideas, our samples. I really want to see if you guys are making any cards. Post them over there in the other group. My video will go live over there probably in the next day or so. And so if you're not sure if you're in that group, I'll make sure you get added. So just ask to join that group. So that's where we share everything. I hope you have a great rest of the week and enjoy the rest of your night. Take care. Bye-bye.